Introduction to the topic Affirmative Self-Talk, created and narrated by neuroleadership coach Rob Botts. Everything you have heard, thought, or said, aloud or silently, since birth has initially been temporarily stored in your brain. This means that information is programmed into our brains step by step. This neutral process is an important part of developing our personalities. The outcome of these programs is determined by your genes, your personal life experiences, and your conscious and unconscious reactions to life circumstances. The messages you have heard frequently or repeated yourself have thus become physically and chemically anchored in your brain. At this point, we also speak of wiring. These repeated messages are called programs. The more often a program is repeated, the stronger the corresponding connections in the brain become. It is perhaps remarkable that your brain does not automatically distinguish between true and false. It mainly responds to programs that are either highly impressive or repeated frequently. Everything you believe, think, say, and do today is the result of programs you have received from others or from yourself. It is therefore understandable that your everyday self-talk is mostly a repetition of those most strongly ingrained programs. Negative self-talk is the result of two things: negative programs that you have adopted from others, and negative thought patterns that you have developed yourself, but which you are usually not aware of. The good news for us is that our brain is designed to continuously form new connections throughout our lives thanks to its neuroplasticity. So, if you notice negative programs within yourself that are working against you, you can indeed change them. Simply replace them with positive and more successful programs and rewire your brain in a new way. These ineffective statements or programs can be replaced by a very simple method. We call this positive self-talk. The process of replacing negative thoughts and emotions with positive ones is also known as regulation of thoughts and emotions. It is a simple process that leads to very good results with a little patience and personal commitment. A first step to this often unknown and initially unfamiliar ability to talk to yourself internally is to watch and listen to some positive messages in the form of audiovisual tapes. By regularly listening to these tapes containing positive statements on various topics, we will become increasingly aware of our own, often less positive thoughts. This, in turn, increases our self-awareness. As a result, we become better at regulating our ineffective thoughts and emotions. This process gradually establishes new positive neural pathways in our brain. When we no longer use our old programs, they fade over time and eventually disappear, as the brain likes to delete anything that is no longer needed. After just a few weeks, we will start to notice small positive changes in our view of things and our way of thinking. These changes will include improved emotional regulation and an increased sense of overall stability, as well as improved mental performance. To put it briefly, the shift is from a life that is driven by reactions to one that is actively and consciously shaped by the individual. This transition often manifests itself in a new level of personal authenticity and authority. This process again leads to sustained personal growth, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal well-being. With our neuro-leadership seminars and coaching sessions, we support every individual and manager in unlocking their full potential. Thank you for listening.